got Dirty South Gassers, Super Stockers, and Hot Rods. Chantel Nation and her crew have got over 30 Gassers, Super Stockers, and Hot Rods. You get a chance to see them as I believe they're not putting the credits off. Next week, go the Lions at 7 o'clock tonight. Thanks for being here already, but your friends
because it was for the Stampede of Speed. Yeah. Hey Tom, hey everybody. We are sitting right at the finish line this year. There it is right there. So we're gonna hang out down here to get a little. They made a few passes already, but they've had to clean the track almost every run. So we haven't missed much. There's probably over 32. They have a 32 car field. They're gonna have, so there's more than that in the lanes right now. There's a lot of cars still in the lanes. So, yeah, good old funny car chaos. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, good. I'm glad you like it. This is where I like to sit every race at the finish line to see what's happening, to see who's ahead, who wins, and you know sometimes you might catch a blower or something down here too, or a body. Funny car body or something, you know, there's always something happening. Excuse me guys, while I'm getting adjusted here. There we go. Stuart, it's happening.
Spray and drag routine up there past the finish line.
Yeah. Got a duck if something comes flying. That's way past the finish line, so they got something on the shutoff down there, obviously. Hey Kathy, they got a great announcer. This guy's a great announcer. He's at all the events. I really like him.
For these competitors, man, what a weekend they basically have got for them. If you haven't been to your food vendor midway, maybe you've got some good food out there, experience some of the states and groups anywhere. One of the friendly Texas Motorplex.
In case you're wondering what all that racket is, they're cleaning the top end up. All the way down to the quarter mile, looks like. As everybody knows, Funny Car Chaos is 8th mile. Hey, Joseph. So, here's our finish line right here where those orange cones are at the wall. And they're cleaning the shutdown. Just about every pass, something's happened in the last few runs. So, they haven't got much runoff yet. Hey, Russ.
So 3 rounds of qualifying today here at the Texas Motorplex.
3 rounds. They're going to be working today. Session 1. Let's see if it gives us some times.
And Wolf and Wolf Pops, sponsored by Seafield, qualifies 17 through 24.
Hey, Greg. Corey Mack is at the starting line. He's ran the last couple events. We talked to him at Boise for a short time. Tom, it's probably in the mid 80s, high 80s. We got a lot of overcast, clouds, and all that. So, and it's slightly humid, yeah. But at least right now the sun's trying to peek through. But as long as the sun stays out, hid behind them clouds and not come out, that'll be nice. Won't get that direct sunlight on us. You bet, Kevin. Hey, Steve, you're welcome.
Because there's points on the line for that. And if you were one of those competitors going for that top 5 spot, the difference between making 2 qualifying runs versus 3,
hey, Dar.
5 points could be the difference between you finishing
Yeah, I'll be there, Dar, you bet. Gotta go to that. Gotta hang out with the Problem Child guys, crew and all them. Clean the top end. Both sides, it looks like they got it. We missed that part. They've had a couple of cleanups. Hey, Cody. 32 cars they're talking about, so yeah. And there's a lot in the lane still. They're supposed to run 3 rounds. We hear 1, maybe 3 or 4, then maybe 7. Well, I haven't got the official time yet, but it might be posted somewhere. But I've heard those numbers, time-wise. Yep. Clean up an aisle 2, Ed.
This weekend, the stampede of speed, there is all taking place.
Hey, Jimmy, what's happening?
Events. There will be a Nitro sideshow from Scott Palmer coming up.
Hopefully you guys can get a couple more events with the Top Fuel group next year. Hey, Sarah. Saw Keith. He's about under the middle of the tower somewhere. You can see him barely under the Ticket Smarter or whatever it says. You can see the body barely underneath there if you can get a good enough view. He's probably 2 pair back, maybe 3. You know, I don't know if Scott's here, Devin. I'd like to think you would be, Scott Palmer.
We have got so much going on here at the Texas Motorplex. Thank you for being part of it. Once again, racers, if you've not got your FM radio tuned to 88.7, be sure to do that as it gets louder through the day as we get on the racetrack. You might want to be able to
Maybe this is the end of it. He's going all the way, hopefully.
As to why
Nope. Spoke too soon. He turned around. Oh, no, he's still going.
Only. And they have got championship belts, championship trophies, championship banners from all different types of motorsports. Maxima Racing Oils. They are in the house. Go by and see Morgan at the booth for Maxima Racing Oils. Find out why Maxima Racing Oils is what should be.
Larry, what's happening?
Well, I know you're disappointed to see the tractor go away, but whatever. We're gonna see
Yeah,
money
it
cars
breaks
down
our
the
hearts to
racetrack.
see that tractor
We
leave
got
the racetrack.
thumbs up, and we are good to go with
Oh, what's happening?
round number 1. They get
We saw your
points for each
doppelganger back in the
rider on
pit, Paul. We thought it was you for a second.
Number 1 qualifier in each of our 4 fields will accrue 8 points. Second qualifier 7 points. Third qualifier 6 points, and so forth. Number 8 qualifier in each of the 4 fields will get 1 additional point for their qualifying. Smiley Cordero, San Antonio.
Hi, Debbie.
The Maximum Overdrive Camaro spins on his tires in the Phil's Trainer Sales lane.
Oh,
The Nitro Fuel Machine, Corey Mack.
hey, Neil. You know, it's always a good time when it's got nitro, when we're burning nitro.
Coming to us from Corona, California. Corey McLennan with the Nitro Heating Power, So it's nitro versus ethanol once again. You'll see all different types of power train combinations in Funny Car Chaos because there's no rule that says you have to run this or that. You want to run nitrous, run nitrous. You want to run turbocharged, run turbocharged. You want to go more conventional, you can supercharge nitro or supercharge ethanol. You just do you. We've even had competitors run nitro injected, unsupercharged. A-fuel funny car. Had about 3 of those here earlier in the year. Not sure we got any here this weekend, but you do you. You run your combination. That's how we play in Funny Car Chaos. So Smiley Cordero turns on that top bulb on the left side. Down the Toyota lane.
396 for Corey.
Qualifying spot. 103 to 60, 266 to half track, and a 396 and 192 plus miles per hour down the Toyota lane. Number 1 qualifier.
Can you guys hear the announcer?
Corey Mack.
So I don't have to repeat all his times if you can hear him okay.
Number 1 qualifying spot. Smiley, 114 to 60, and that was about it. He was coasting from there on out. So the 960 is a number on the board, but not exactly the number they were looking for. They were looking for about half of that. But certainly no lack
All right,
of
great.
traction,
Thanks, Tracy.
Certainly no lack of tuning expertise on that Firebird funny car that came down the Toyota lane to claim the number 1 spot in our first 3-second run of the weekend.
Hi, Pat.
From Corona, California, Corey McLennan.
Brian,
Well, we certainly
where you
want to
been?
welcome these 2 gentlemen from
Hey,
Fort
Steve.
County, Texas, way up on the high plains in the Panhandle.
Hey, Elizabeth.
of Amarillo. This is a call out. Shane Blanton and Clay Cunningham. They make nice when they are together in the same hometown. They come down to Ennis and the claws come out. It's the call out. Smokey Blanton got tired of running second, so he changed up the power combination. He switched over from big block Chevy power to
Hey,
big block
William.
Hemi power to join his friend Clay Cunningham. Both with fuel injected. The bad company machine.
Yeah, I'll do that, Tom. Thanks. Hey Shane, what's going on?
These three that you see on the racetrack right now, not two, but three.
Mr. Moore.
On the left side, Jessica Kraft and Piper Cunningham over there on the right side. Shout out to the great folks out in the Texas Panhandle.
Timmy.
These two gentlemen from Moore County, America, the place of my birth, actually. Bringing their funny cars up on a call out. Who is going to get to the finish line first? They're looking for great elapsed times. They're looking for strong performances. They're looking for the car to go right straight down the groove. Let's see if they can master that combination. Corey McClellan has certainly found the way down the Toyota lane as he goes number one at 396 and 192 plus. Smokey Blanton.
You bet, Corey. Paul, yeah.
Up and ready. Seconds as we continue to look for the 60-foot times, see who's in the running for that $100 for ClutchGirl.com.
I got to remember to follow them through because they're 8th mile. They're shutting off here, and I want to tend to stop right there because that's the finish line. But the boards are way at the quarter mile like usual. And these stands are great up here. We're way up in the air. These things are way up here.
Makes a nice run down there with that camera.
Really nice stands here. You can almost just sit here and not have to stand up for anything. They got such a steep angle on them.
5 miles an hour. It's going to be top 2 or top 3 anyway.
Yeah.
On the qualifying list.
You bet, Don.
Call out goes to Clay.
We'll see the next round what happens.
Smokey forget that either.
Yeah.
The name on the side of that car is still crazy. You'll find out that that's not just something that they pulled out of the air. Hang around with that bunch for a while, and you'll notice that there's a party breaks out every time they open the door. All right, so we are just about ready to send our next pair down the racetrack. We've got to make sure we have a clear top end, and we don't.
Robert, how you doing?
Gives me a chance to say happy birthday to our good friend Dale Wilkins. You'll see the Psycho 2 Outlaw Fuel Ultra coming up in qualifying this week. Go over the lights.
I think this is Keith coming up. Keith Jackson.
Owner tuner of the Psycho 2 Fuel
Hey,
Ultra.
Brian.
Birthday, Dale Wilkins.
Yeah, it's nice. It's high 80s, Brian. Overcast, so we don't got some, a lot of heat on the track, direct sunlight. Good to hear, Robert.
All right, we're seeing those double thumbs up from the starting line, so we are ready to go. We've got a nitro fuel Camaro on the right side. That's a Gen 2 car from Colorado expat, now living in North Texas, Keith Jackson. He'll be in the Toyota lane with that nitro Hemi-powered machine. And this is our team from Sweden. The Raw Valley Motorsports Gen 4 Chevrolet Camaro, big block Chevy power, underneath that beautiful body. You got to go by and see that car. A couple of beautiful F-body machines right here. But the design on these two cars, I'm telling you, just have to get up close and
They're all sounding real good, too.
I went in California, that's where they camped out when they got stateside. They are making their third, I believe, Funny Car Chaos appearance. Keith Jackson has made a lot of Funny Car Chaos appearances. In fact, it was, I believe, in the final round of the very first Funny Car Chaos he did there.
First 3 for the day. I think Corey just ran that, Don. That's what he's talking about.
But we've got the nitro Nitro Fuel Gen 2 Camaro in the Toyota lane, the Gen 4 Camaro with the big block Chevy in the Phil's Trailer Sales lane. We've got a 396 sitting atop the qualifying list, the Wall Valley car. Joe Lindbergh first into the pre-stage. He's first to stage. Bring those rails up.
Keith had to lift. I'm going to follow the lead car, you guys, if somebody shuts off.
The High Heaven.
And then Keith shut off, so I just waited for the other guy to pass him.
He was off the throttle coaching at 134 miles an hour through the lights. That's going to be one of those top 5 elapsed times on the qualifying.
Track's good.
Keith Jackson and Joe Lindbergh with a 460. It's going to be like that. We have a new leader in the ClutchGirl.com 60-foot bonus money chase as Keith Jackson scores that 989 60-foot.
Oh, there we go.
It was cooking with gas as soon as he left the starting line. Got the speed up pretty quick. Did a little pedaling down the racetrack and winds up stopping the clocks at 428 at only 134 miles an hour. But that motor's going to hold up, and it's going to have him in the Ronak B field for the moment. But there's only about 36 more funny cars left to go down the racetrack, so that stuff is subject.
A lot of race cars in the pit. Hey, Bob.
All right, so when we started the season at the Classic back in March,
oh, okay, Don.
Motorplex, we got a chance to see the atomic bump. Donald Knobloch came in here all the way from the great state of Washington, put that car in the winner's circle in the Alky Digger B field, and they continued with strong performances throughout the season. They come into this race number 8 in points, and with a mathematical shot of finishing in the money in the top 5. So we're going to add these
James, what's going on?
As we see cars go down the racetrack. The Outlaw goes to 254. This will be 259 on the points.
Mike, what's going on, buddy?
Run by run, Jay Cook with what we think is the only nitrous boosted funny car anywhere. That's the car you see on the right side of the Toyota lane. We've got fire in the pipes. Nitro car is fired up and ready to go down the Phil's Trailer Sales lane. Donald Knobloch's atomic bump.
The other guy, the nitrous-powered car, got pushed off. The Nemesis, I believe, is what it is. Something happened.
Right now, we've got a solo. That 1969 Camaro mounted funny car from Washington.
Mike, how you doing, buddy?
Throughout the season, as they have come in.
Brian's on here somewhere. Your neighbor. You bet, Sarah.
He's had
Lifted right when I was getting ready to swing it on by there.
39 at 120 28 miles an hour.
A lot of checkout passes, see if the track will hold, I'm sure. Hey, Bobby.
One flat 60 and 273 and a half track, and Outlaw off the throttle a little bit early, as you can tell by that 128 mile per hour terminal velocity in the Phil's trailer sales lane, but gathering data, and they will plug that into the tune-up for that seven.
That's what I'm, just like you said, they're gathering data. That's what it looks like.
Once again, race fans, whether you're here in person or whether you're watching us on flowracing.com, we've got 3 rounds.
Or
of
watching us on
today,
Frank's TV.
a different setup than how we normally go. We usually run 2 rounds of qualifying on Friday, followed by a final shot on Saturday afternoon. But with so much to pack into the Stampede Speed, we're going all 3 qualifying rounds today.
Hope you guys heard that.
Is going to be under the lights. So, Outlaw.
3rd round of qualifying tonight. The Stampede of Speed is taking up so much, they're going to cram it all in today instead of one tomorrow.
Glenwood, Iowa, taking that Phil's trailer sales lane. That will be Kirk Williams.
We're going to do it at dark time, he said, so it may be 8 o'clock or later.
Mustang of Steve Roscoe.
I will, Jaeger.
They have been the 6 final rounds this year. They have won 5 out of 6.
Wow. These guys are tough. Whoops. Lost him a second. Trying to get the other burn out before we for the Mustang. Nitro Kevin and Brian, his dad, just pulling up to the wall there. Once again, we're hanging out with them this weekend.
Flat Tires Apparel, Maximum Racing Oils, and the Red Wine Shirt Club. Nitro
Brian drove all the way here. We jumped in a plane. We're too lazy to drive in a car all the way.
Firebird on the left side, both drivers into the 3 stages. We are just about ready.
Nice pass, both of them.
And oh, by the way, did I mention the 200 mile per hour might go by the wayside? Yeah. How about 211.32 miles an hour? Kirk Williams, the 200 proof machine, went right down Broadway.
That one tickled my ears.
Steve Grabowski,
that thing was
382, a beautiful run down the Toyota lane for that Mile High Express. Man,
199, just a tick under.
We have just seen our first side-by-side 3-second passes. Colorado and Iowa lighting up the scoreboards with 3-second runs. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Race fans, what did you think about that? Show them some love as they go down to pick up their drivers as they showed the way down the racetrack here at the Texas Motorplex. Oh my goodness. Well, here comes another pair of supercharged fuel-injected methanol burners. Both cars running big-inch Hemis. The G-body, don't see a lot of G-body funny cars anymore. But you do see a few, particularly of this vintage. The Pontiac GTO on the right side of the racetrack. That is none other than Alex Barker. Oklahoma on the right side of the Toyota lane, and crazy Randy Mueller from the San Antonio area. So Texas and Oklahoma at the starting line here.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Al.
Side by side, 3-second runs. We now reached 211 miles an hour. And it just keep on coming. Seems like it took us a little bit to get in the groove. We're here rocking on right now. The Oklahoma car, the back in black Pontiac GTO, takes the Toyota lane. Alex Barker might be the youngest person to win a Money Car Chaos event, because it didn't take him very long to put that back in black GTO into the winner circuit. Money Car Chaos competition to see what kind of last time they can put on the board. Randy Mueller probably didn't double ball intentionally, but backs it out. Tell that that was not intentional, as our competitors are not required to do this on stage, but it's all about having fun. There's not a lot of games being played at the starting line or anywhere else for that matter in Money Car Chaos. So Randy backs out, brings his Gen 4 Camaro up into the three-stage position. Alex Barker gets him towards the lead. Both cars still with a 995 60-foot, and Randy Mueller goes 541 at 122.65 miles an hour. So finding our way down the racetrack as the race cars pick them up, lay them down pretty quick and pretty fast. We continue with another one of our top 5 contenders. This guy with the number 2 position on the points list right now. That's the Made in America Firebird. From Littleton, Colorado, that is Tom Furches on the right side of the racetrack.
All right.
Toyota lane, he's going to line up next to Mike Newkirk. Great Bend, Kansas. School charged. Minor Brothers Power Plant. Underneath that Dodge Avenger body on the left side of the Phil's Trailer Sales lane. So a pair of racers from the land of the high and mighty. Kansas and Colorado. From Division 5. Always love to look back at the old days and know how that kind of got started with the division directors making their division reflect their personality, and man, you can just see it every time you see Division 4.
Hey, David.
Tom Purchase trying to get his crew members' attention. They did. Looks like he's good to go as the hat goes flying. Made in America. First time Tom Purchase ran in Money Car Chaos competition was the second year we had one. He was at the Amarillo Dragway event with that beautiful red, white, and blue Pontiac Firebird Money Car. Last year and this year, chasing the points championship for all they're worth. Hoping to close the deal and finish up in that second spot as number 1 is no longer available.
Hey, Diane.
Tom Purchase on that right side. He got a win at Pine Valley Raceway. He was runner-up at Penwell Knights Raceway. And our last event, he won the Alky Digger Beanfield and Mocan Dragway. Plenty of hardware on the trophy shelf back in Littleton, Colorado for Tom Purchase and team.
Jason.
Dodge Avenger calls it. Amped up, ramped up. Just might put about 3-second lapse time on the scoreboard. Let's take a ride. Down to 660. Let's see what happens.
Wow. Nice.
99.44 miles an hour. They're going to love that number back in Great Bend, Kansas. And for all the
Alrighty.
disturbed funny car fans, that
You
was
bet, Debbie.
a big
Let me
number.
hang there one more time.
959 to 60, 255 to half track, and a 380 with a 0.
That was a quick pass.
Love that number as he got himself way up at the top of the road at Custom Coffee A Field. Tom purchased 412, 176.7 miles an hour, 101, 60, 272 to half track. So the Made in America machine probably ran just about
It's like somebody's still running.
Made in America team don't always try to score points. They are consistent, as you can tell, with 3 final rounds and 2 wins in 2022.
They have the Outlaw fuel alternates here, but they haven't announced when they're going to run. So I may just pop on, you know, kind of suddenly because I haven't heard.
Big numbers.
So we're going to anchor here until we hear something about when they're going to run the fuel altered. So, hey, Mike. So they may follow with this. I'm not sure. We shall see.
That is Aaron Morrow and Terry Darby's Nitro Relapse Gen 3 Pontiac Firebird funny car. And on the left side, in the Phil's trailer sales lane, that is the Blue Max, Ronnie Young. Guy Tipton, David Kirkland turning the wrenches on that.
All right, guys working on it. It ought to be thumping.
Nostalgic funny cars. Breaking up the volume here at the Texas Motorplex as those days are.
Wow. Hadn't heard that.
Ronnie Young turning out custom built race trailers and Performax trailers. They support Funny Car Chaos.
Duke.
The Entertainer of the Race Award is presented by Blue Max Racing. And one of the things that Ronnie Young still wants to do is put a Funny Car Chaos event win trophy on the trophy case there. One of the few things that he hasn't done yet. Both drivers into the pre-stage nitro fueled funny cars ready to go.
Whoa. They both shut off all of a sudden there. Lost him for a second. He was thumping.
And that just allowed Aaron Morrow to go right on around.
He was thumping.
383 at 178 down the Toyota lane. So Aaron Morrow and Terry Darby claimed the call out.
Scott,
against
we're just talking about you. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Max at 140.6. The car made a move towards the left side wall out there about 450 to 500 feet. Ronnie Young had to get off the throttle, as you can tell.
Boy.
He was coasting at 140 miles an hour. 4:03 the elapsed time after a 9.6 360 foot on the left side, a 9.99 60 foot on the right side. So both of those cars cooking with gas. And I'm telling you, the Blue Max, that may be the quickest half-track run we've seen, 248 to 330, while Aaron Morrow was right there with a 256. But Ronnie Young had to flip the throttle between the 330 and the finish line, and that allowed Aaron Morrow to go by in the Nitro Relapse Firebird. He claims the call-out and the 383 at 178 miles an hour. And the hits just keep on coming. We are looking forward for the top end to clears. We've got the Nitro relapse car headed for the exits. And we now have clear top end, so they will be giving the signal to fire up the next pair coming up momentarily. It is going to be Colorado and Texas. On the pit side lane, the Phil's Trailer Sales lane, the Milliken Monster comes to us out of Milliken, Colorado. That, my friends, is Doug Schneider. Lining up on the right side of the Toyota lane, coming into this race, number 6 in the points.
Yeah.
With a shot, finishing in the top 5. San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, I like how he's got the injector over the roof line. American Dream.
This one is a nice one. We saw a whole lot of G-body for 4 years. We can't see that it's Monte Carlo body funny car winning. Challenger body funny car in the Toyota lane from San Antonio, Texas. He was a runner-up at the Classic back in March right here at the Motorplex, and he was a runner-up in the Alcadiga B field out at Kearney, Nebraska. Doug Schneider on the left side, he got a win here at the Motorplex last year, as it was a Colorado Kansas sweep at the original park. Nitro matters a bit. But he scores a 4:29 and 169 miles an hour down that right side Toyota lane, 105.60. And problems for Doug Schneider. Not sure exactly what was going on with there. As soon as he left the starting line, it sounded like it stopped. And then it picked up again. It picked up to the point that he had 184 miles an hour on that start there. 5:30 the last time, not indicative of what should have been to delay response action of the engine in the Phil's Trailer Sales lane. He goes 5:30 at 184 miles an hour. Big speed for that elapsed time. Kind of odd the way that one went down. Dustin Bradford puts a good number on the board. And next up, the Fool's Errand Chevy Vega. That's going to be Terry Haddock. Terry Haddock out of Temple, Texas. And Chance Biffle. Out of Duncan, Oklahoma. Fool's Errand and attention. That is a Corvette on the front car on the right side of the Toyota lane. Chevrolet Vega 74, 75, 76. That was the years of the smoke nose on the Chevy Vega, so it's one of those. Terry Haddock runs in the big show with his funny car and top fuel traction on a regular basis.
Sun's peeking through.
Decided to
Get a little glare off the stands.
purchase and run a
Looks like it's going to hide right up here pretty quick. Just get a little peek through for a while. See everything getting nice and shiny down there, glary.
Your friends ought to be here. Be sure to let them know that the funny cars are making some big noise at the Stampede
Michael? What's going on, buddy?
Partly cloudy skies, actually mostly cloudy skies, and 100% chance of thunder is what we've got on tap for you right here today at
Steven,
Motorplex.
got here just in time.
So Chance Biffle had his hands full right there. You know, back in the old days, the Corvette funny cars had a bad reputation for doing all kinds of crazy things. That Corvette called Bad Intentions seemed to have some of that going.
He's going to need some help getting off the track, it looks like.
Those of you watching on Flow got a better look at it than I did as Chance Biffle set that car on the wheelie bars and the front end was way up in the sky. Can't steer them when the front wheels are off the ground, can you? Oh, no. So Chance Biffle, his 898 gets him on the board. I think we'll be looking to keep that car settled down a little bit so that it's not aiming for the sky. Man, so we've got plenty of quick, fast funny cars in the house. Did I mention we have 45 funny cars in the house plus 16 fuel alters.
Yeah. Getting
It's going to be a big weekend for the Aegis race fans. If your friends find out that you knew about this race and didn't invite them, it would be a bad day in your world. So be sure, get on your smart device and send a text. Maybe do a Facebook Live, maybe you send an email. I'm not sure. You might even dial the old phone and call them up old school. But your friends ought to be here. We got plenty of room in the Texas Motorplex to hold all of your friends and everybody else's friends too. Have them come on out. We are in day number 1, session number 1 of funny car qualifying. We have seen 3 seconds.
I think that's it for the clouds. I think it's going to be nice and sunny from here on. I don't see nothing behind it.
We continue to see a bunch of great race cars going down the racetrack.
Pretty clear,
on
huh?
this beautiful day.
Clear skies coming up.
This is Jeff Cameron and Tim Cullinan. Irish Carbon takes that right side Toyota lane, and the Jake's Speed Shop.
Gabriel,
Performance Motor
happening.
Firebird takes the left side. Bill's Trader Sales lane. ClutchGirl.com bonus monies. He posts a 9.52 60-foot and 252 to the half track point. He gets to the stripe first and joins that 3-second club at a 394, 153.4 miles an hour. The team out of Franklin Park, Illinois, Tim Cohen, the Irish Car Bomb, 105 to 60, 280.5 track, and a 423 at 176 miles an hour. Now, what they did at Eddyville was they would sneak on it a little bit aggressively, make sure they had a combination that they could build on. And
Billy, what's happening?
they were running quicker and faster than
I got a ton of glare, so I can't see nothing now from all the sunlight in the stands.
weekend here at
Can't
the
see my screen barely, but
And once again,
so if I lose them for a second,
gone to the Funny Car Chaos YouTube channel and subscribe, you're missing out. So be sure that you go to the YouTube channel of Funny Car Chaos, subscribe, like the page. You're going to get a chance to see all the interviews done by Lee Craft and myself on Chaos Live. It comes up about every 2 weeks. We have one Wednesday night, and we'll have one in a couple of weeks where we will recap this event. So looking up in the shutdown area, we've got to make sure we're clear up there on the top end. But if something pulled you away from a great spot to watch drag racing, you might want to hightail it back to the grandstands or the fence or whatever your favorite vantage point is, because it's going to get real loud in here real fast. And these two cars are subject to run quicker and faster than anything we've seen so far. No guarantees on that because we don't run on paper. But these two cars, both with Mustang bodies, both with big inch nitro-fueled Hemis, set to go down the racetrack. The Bushwhacker out of Aubrey, Texas, that is Jody Austin. He's a past champion at Mozart Outlaw Fuel Ultimate Association Racing. He is also a past champion for the World Fuel Ultimate Nationals. And he's not only racing this funny car, the Bushwhacker, he's got his Bushwhacker Fuel Ultimate in the house to run 2 classes. This man not short on ambition, I can tell you that. Brad Tuttle over here on the left side of the racetrack, the Nitro Bandit, was runner-up in Rodak Custom Coffee A-Field Funny Cars at the Funny Car Classic earlier this year. So they are coming back over to go one more round than they did in March. And the Who's Who of Drag Racing Convention is taking place between these two cars right here, right now. Race group. Okay, we got a car locked up. Got a car locked up in the shutdown area. That's the delay. Sometimes things don't go exactly as you intend. So while they take care of that locked up funny car in the shutdown area, we should be clear and good to go here in just a little bit. Gives me an opportunity to say happy birthday to one of my friends, Robert Hicks, drag race announcer from my days back at North Star Dragway. So Mr. Hicks, if you're here, or if you're watching on flowracing.com, happy birthday, brother. And happy birthday to Tony Smith, Steve Wiley, and Lloyd Ezel. I wish all of you a very happy birthday. Race fans, it's a delight to have you joining us for the championship finals of Funny Car Chaos Series. Fred Spell and Spell Paving Services bringing you the championship tour again in 2022. What a year it has been. 17 different drivers have taken home a Funny Car Chaos Event Winners Trophy. 10 of them won for the very first time in Funny Car Chaos competition. Over 80 funny cars have earned points this year. And we had an exhibition event where drivers were able to run Funny Car Chaos but didn't get on the points list. So we're actually over 90 funny cars that have run Funny Car Chaos in 2022. We could not be.
that is a lot.
That.
That's cool. 90 Funny Car Chaos cars. That is great.
To the final tally. See how we wind up with the 2022 Spell Paving Services Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour. NorthTexasDiesel.com, that's NTXDiesel.com, presents a bonus for the stick-to-itiveness bonus. Nancy Matter and her team at North Texas Diesel have moved west from Louisville to Argyle. They are working on getting their new shop finalized so that they can continue to provide the great work that they do at North Texas NISA. We want to say a big word of thanks to Nancy Natter and her team for their support of Funny Car Chaos with the Stick-to-Itiveness bonus. That award presented early on for every race of the year to high-risk racing. That was certainly greatly appreciated by the single-good family, all those in high-risk racing. So Nancy Natter, look forward to seeing you in all of your latest adventures. Thanks for your support of Funny Car Chaos. We qualified 32 cars at Funny Car Chaos at the championship finals. S&W Race Cars has been a sponsor of Funny Car Chaos.
There they go. They're getting the car on the top end right now. They should be running any minute now, or any few seconds when he's done talking.
Qualifier in each 8-car field. So this particular weekend, that means they are.
We have got a lot of glare up here, so
bonuses. That good for the purchase of
see how it goes.
SWRacecars.com. They've been in business for over 60 years. Just about as long as there's been drag racing, there has been S&W Race Cars. They continue to make everything from parts to turnkey race cars. Top fuel, funny car, altereds, parts for door cars and funny cars, altereds. They've been making it all and making it second to none for 60 plus years. SWRacecars.com is the website. Tell them Funny Car Chaos sent you. Make sure you're getting the best for your race car. The finest of chassis components from S&W Race Cars. Well, the top end of the racetrack is clear, and it's getting cloudy here at the starting line as the nitro fumes are filling the air as these two big-inch Heavys consuming vast quantities of pop. Get ready to bring those Mustangs up to the line. Brad Tuttle takes that left side of Phil's trailer sales lane. And Jody Austin takes the Toyota lane. Well, race fans, those of you here in person, just noticed that the decibel level went up several notches. The Nitro Bandit and the Bushwhacker. We're going to light those 16 candles here in just a couple of minutes as the drivers have heated the tires. They're backing up from the burnout. Crew chiefs and crews will do the last little bit of adjustment that they will make. Drivers will take them into pre-stage and stage position, and we should see some good numbers from these two beasts as they get ready to head down the racetrack. First round qualifying of 3 today. We started this one at 1 o'clock. The second one starts at 4 o'clock. Pretty much as soon as this one ends, the second one will begin. So it's going to be pro show all day. We will go under the lights at 7 o'clock tonight with 30 sound cancer, superstars, and autobots. Outlaw fuel alters will make their first qualifying runs. The third qualifying round of funny cars will be run at that time under the lights. We'll close it out with the
Here we go.
Gang Exchange Twins. All right.
Ah. Well, maybe that's what they wanted to do.
That was BAM, folks. That was B-A-M. Those of you who are wondering. This is a family-friendly channel here. That was BAM. It was. Brad Tuttle goes BAM to a 920 60-foot, 241 to half track, off the throttle early. I mean, 131 miles an hour in 4.04 seconds. They were flying. Jody Austin's Bushwhacker goes 464 at 108. After a 1:02.60 foot time, our tuners will be taking that data that they gathered on those runs. When they come back again for band 2, should be quicker, should be faster. It will definitely be exciting once again. Well, we're going to move from a pair of nitro-fueled beasts to a pair of methanol-fueled beasts, as these two cars have been known to rotate the earth in their own right, as we have got Shane Lawson in the Man of War Mustang on the tower side. Lance Van Allen in the Iowa-based Van Allen Brothers Racing machine over there on the left side of Phil's trailer sales lane. Sounds different, but the horsepower is plenty quick. There's lots of power being put to the ground for these two funny cars. Watch both scoreboards. Just might see another side-by-side 3-second run. No pressure, racers. Glad to know what you're capable of. Oh, well, okay, so we have got the side-to-side headed to the top end of the racetrack. Taking some items for cleanup. Looks like there's a cleanup on aisle 2.
Uh-oh.
They will head down there and get that taken care of. And here comes the heavy equipment. So the John Deere tractor will make another round. Hopefully not another round, but another round. Well, that's on this side. Yeah, it is. Well, we want to say thanks to all of you tuning in on FlowRacing.com for being here with us for this great day of qualifying. 3 rounds of qualifying coming your way on Saturday afternoon at the Texas Motorplex. This is day number 1 competition of the Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour. And of course, Red Spell Paving Services bringing you the entire season, as they are our title right sponsor. All right, we got great reporting up here in the tower. We've got one of the cars had the fire bottles go off in the shutdown area, so that's the delay. They will take care of that at the top end. You know, even in the shutdown area, you got to make sure you're clean, safe, dry, and debris-free, because even though you're decelerating, you're typically coming from 660 at a very quick clip. So they will make sure that we're clean, safe, dry, and debris-free in the shutdown area as well. Then it's going to be go time for cars from Oklahoma and Iowa. All right, race crews, the word from the top end is 6 minutes. 5 to 6 minutes. So they will have you good to go in 5 to 6 minutes.
Well, there you go. You got a time limit. You could run to the fridge or whatever. If you live in my end of town, I could run to 7-Eleven. Just walk there. It's that close.
Approaching 2 o'clock from the Tower of Power at KAOS 88.7 on your FM dial. My name's David. I'll be your voice in the chaos. I was on Mountain Time there, in case you were wondering. Approaching 3 o'clock Central Daylight Time from KAOS Chaos FM 88.7 on your FM dial.
Got their own
when
station.
you get a chance, and we're going to try not to give you very many chances, but we want to make sure that you get the opportunity to partake of some of the incredible food and drink items that are available at the Texas Motorplex, as we have got great food of all different types. Some stuff you may have never seen or experienced at the racetrack. I can tell you for a fact, from personal experience, that the dining experience at the Texas Motorplex is top notch. So be sure to get some of that. I want to say another word of thanks to Victory Driveline Components. Dennis Feathershed and his team can be reached at 515-282-9996. And they have been supporting Funny Car Chaos for a long time, and we absolutely appreciate that. Of course, every time we get the opportunity to witness the Victory Performance Nostalgia Super Stockers, gives us an opportunity to think and recognize Victory Performance Driveline Components. Thank you, Dennis. Happy birthday.
Are they coming or going? Guess they're still just getting here, huh? Yeah.
Well, that's good. They are headed back to the starting line from the shutdown area. They report that they are good to go. So as soon as they clear the racetrack, we will be giving you that signal.
Excuse me, guys, if I blocked our viewing of the cleanup. I know you hate that sometimes, but you know, he said they're on their way back, but you can see they're still working on it, so. Now that looks like they're on their way back. And we got a little cloud cover again. Maybe I can see better. That glare off the stands is
All right,
tough to find the cars in the frame.
A good sight at the top end of the racetrack as we've got the race crew on their way back down. So should be firing up here about the time the tractor gets to about 3:30.
I'm not going to fire with him on the track. How are they going to do their burnout?
Showtime.
Oh, you were talking about minutes. That's how many minutes it'll take him to get back. 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is what you meant. Hey, Yeager. Yeah, these new iPhones got quite a capacity, and of course you got to bring a bunch of backup batteries for later. Yep, there's something running.
Track staff here at Texas Motorplex is taking care of the cleanup in the shutdown area. And the fires are lit on our next pair of funny cars as we go right back to it. The first of 3 qualifying rounds underway. Lance Van Houen, Rhinebeck, Iowa, on the Phil's Trailer Sales side of the racetrack. In that walking tall. Shane Lawson, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the Man of War Mustang in the Toyota lane. Second qualifying round starts at 4 o'clock. So those of you in the funny car who've been down the racetrack, I hope you're cooling, fueling, tuning, and doing all the things that you need to do to have them ready for that.
That ain't very far away, is it?
At 4 o'clock. Third and final qualifying will be under the lights as we will go 7 p.m. tonight.
Okay.
South Gassers, Super Stockers, and Hot Rods.
Oh.
Followed by Lone Star, Forklift, Outlaw Fuel Ultra making their first runs.
Well, maybe I'll do that.
We'll
Record those guys too, just so we have something else to watch.
Then it will be the third and final opportunity for our funny car competitors.
That'll be. It's going to get dark at 8:30, so I don't know. That's a long round, but we'll see.
After that's done and we set the fields, the Jets will close it out.
Oh, we got Jets.
Here on
Okay.
Friday night, and of course we have a full day of racing tomorrow. Okay, race fans, a pair of methanol-fueled beasts ready to take the racetrack. We got the Camaro in the pre-stage, the Mustang in the pre-stage.
Ooh, nice one, huh?
972 to 6253 the half track, and that walking tall
Yeah.
Camaro walks straight down.
He
Broadway.
sure did.
377 at 194.9 miles an hour. Over here on the right side, Shane Lawson's Man of War Mustang, a 417, 141.6 miles an hour. Had to get off the throttle a little early because they were doing some of that pedaling up there on the right side, but 417, 141.6 miles an hour. That is not.
If you guys been following the Ratitude turbocharged car around on Facebook, I'm waiting to see him. If I believe he's going to be here, I'm not sure. But he's been working on getting that turbo thing running. Daniel Brothers, hopefully he'll be here. We shall see.
You can take that one to the bank. 377, 194.9, a good run right there. The Camaro, Gin Last Camaro funny car out of Iowa goes way into the 3-second zone. All right, our next pair coming up going to be a pair of methanol fueled machines. Chris Snyder from the capital city of the Show Me State takes the left side Phil's Trailer Sales lane. Chris comes in here with 3 final rounds in 2022. He was runner-up down at Baton Rouge in the A field. He won Cordova in the B field. He was runner-up at Eddyville in the C field. And he's got the Mach 1 Mustang they call Brutus, set to go down the Phil's Trailer Sales lane on the left side.
We like his backup guy.
And a racer
There he is.
in Lone Star Forklift Outlaw Fuel Altereds for a long time.
Big guy with the sword, feathers on his head, looks like a gladiator.
Mustang funny car from Austin, Texas, set to go down the Toyota lane. That is Mary Reed. Both cars supercharged, fuel injected. Chris Snyder, one of our left-hand
Hey Ron, I'm just here for the chaos. The Stampede is a whole different deal, as you know.
Snyder comes in number 3 in the points. 2 points out of second place. If he were to finish second place in the points, it would be the second time that he's turned that trick. John Troxel and the team from Jefferson City, Missouri. They will be taking advantage of every opportunity to accrue points here at the championship finals. Hoping to close the deal and put that number 2 on the side of the car in 2023. Mary Reed. This lady is a past champion in Lone Star Forklift Outlaw Fuel Alternate Association racing, following in the footsteps actually of her husband. As far as we know, the only husband-wife pair.
Mike. Something's happening. You guys hear it? There it goes. I thought I heard the tires screeching on the track like the brakes were locking up. No shoots, but I thought I heard something like a tire screech, like it was locking up the brakes or something.
They will take him back to the pit area and see if they can.
Looks like they'll get him back down off the track.
Right there.
And the other guy, they're pushing him off. Looks like, okay, Brutus made it off.
Coming up later on today as we have a second qualifying round beginning.
And they got them pushed off.
And that final qualifying
Steve.
shot coming up under the lights. 7 o'clock, the expected start time. 103 to 60 for the Motorplex Mustang of Brutus. Rich Snyder and the Butterflies. Good run right there, not their career best, but certainly a very good run. You can see the car was launching hard and was pulling very well down the racetrack as it was picking up momentum all the way to just about 550 feet here. Yes. Either he had to get off the throttle
yes,
or
weird, huh?
begin to nose over. So the 425 from Rich Snyder gets him a good number on the board. That will certainly have him amongst the quickest 32.
Nope. Now it's Nemesis. They look just like him, the other yellow car.
Says, light him up. And you're going to get a chance to see something special right here. We talk about the powertrain combinations being up to the teams. On the right side of the racetrack in the Toyota lane, the nitrous boosted big inch, big block powered Mustang funny car. That is Jade Cook from Duncan, Oklahoma. Finished number 3 in the world.
Maybe he came back and got line.
Comes into this race number 10 in the points. Over here on the left side, the brand new paint job on that second generation Firebird body funny car called the Ratatouille.
There he is. All right.
Is Dan Butheris from
Butheris. I thought it was his brother. Sorry, Dan.
His car is
Look at that. Let's see how this thing goes. He's been working on this all year, putting a good effort into it. You won't hear a thing out of it. You'll just see smoke coming off. Oh, there you can hear a little bit. Woo! Look at that! Wow, that's nice. Yeah.
I'm telling you what, he's giving Chris Snyder a run for the money.
You can barely hear it running, but he's been working on trying to get this thing thumping, and it's been a neat following along with him, but listen to him figuring out everything that goes on with what he's trying to do with this thing.
What would you do? Throw out what you have? Come up with something that nobody else does?
Last year he had Nitro Kevin and Brian Hoffsmith on the car for a couple passes to help promote those two. There's George.
Flashes of amazing performances. Both of these cars and their crews.
Yeah, Nitro's funny car could run well if they got the bugs worked out.
Choose not to go.
Yeah, all the pro mods and all those running in the low 6s and maybe even 5s nowadays. The Nitrous pro mod, so funny car would be awesome. Same with the turbo with Daniel. The pro mods run down the 5s on alcohol and turbo pro mod cars.
Sneaking up on that combination with the turbo machine. Spools
Spooling it up.
Brings it in.
Well, there you go. Not bad. 430. Little,
at 171 miles an hour.
he was out of it. Little smoky. Hope he didn't hurt nothing. Still a little smoky. They're going after him just to make sure there's nothing going on the track. Still smoking. Let's hope he didn't hurt nothing. It sounded great. Spooled up real nice. Left real good. He's been working on all that to get the car to go down the track. Looks like he made it off. We're just waiting for the
451 at 155.38 miles an hour. Both cars amongst the quickest 32 thus far.
There they go. Okay. Go. Yeah, it looks like there's 40-something cars, huh, George? That's a lot of cars. You did what again? You went past the turnoff? Oh, Daniel? Oh, he didn't. Oh, he didn't make it. You mean? Are they down there helping him out? Well, looks like he made it off. Yeah, he just went to the very last turnout. Something was going on. So hope he's okay. There's a lot of smoke coming out of it. Looks like we have another nitro car up here. Quick story about Brian Hoffsmith on the way up here. He had some car trouble. He pulled over. It started raining. He called a couple local guys. They came to bail him out, and they couldn't get the Suburban started.
Hi, race fans. We have got this nitro
in the rain. They worked on it for a couple hours.
Terry Todd set to go down the Toyota lane. It's going to be a combination pass.
Terry
The
Todd.
race crew is going to set out a cone that's 1,000 foot.
Oh, he's going to make a 1,000-foot pass.
This is a qualifying run for Chaos, and it's a licensing run for NHRA Fuel Funding.
So he's got to run a 1,000-footer. So
we are going to.
I'm trying to talk over him a little.
Class changed over so that
it's raining.
Totten can get his
the local
for this pass.
Trash, truck pulls up because they're at a hotel to, empty the dumpster.
So we are.
And the trash truck driver notices that they're working on the Suburban, walks over and he goes, "What's going on?" They tell him, "Well, it won't start." And he goes, "Oh, I got the same problem. It just pulled the fuse out of the main fuse out down there for that part of the starting system, and swap it out with the other one that, and I can't recall which fuse. There's two of them that are the same." And he goes, "That's what happens to mine all the time. They did that and it fired up."
At 4 o'clock. So it's not going to be long before I'm going to be calling funny cars back to the stage lanes.
An old 95 Suburban.
6, 7, 8,
so
and 9 for the second qualifying.
Brian said if the trash guy hadn't showed up, they would have been there scratching their head for a long time. So it's funny how, we're said to help in different ways when we're in a tough spot sometimes. So I thought that was a great story.
Maxima is an American company founded in 1979. They are a racing-inspired, performance-oriented, and product-driven company that formulates.
Oh, okay, Brian. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Performance oils, lubes, and ancillary products to an ever-growing customer base of world-class racers, tuners, and teams who rely on their products for.
I can see the screen again. The glare is gone, but the sun's poking out again. I can't see the screen half the time.
Championship level. Maxima Racing Oils customers have amassed hundreds of racing championships.
I'm going to end up like an old turn-of-the-century photographer with the hood over my head, so I can see what the hell's going on half the time. Is what it's coming down to.
More at MaximaUSA.com. Better yet, Morgan Bratcher is here to get your questions answered, help get you started with the right products for your application. Don't your machines deserve the best? Of course they do. Get started with Maxima Racing Oils today.
I don't know what you're talking about, Brian. I'm just throwing that in there.
Race fans, the entire Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour, the entire season is broadcast on live stream with FlowRacing.com.
I believe so,
If you're
Tom.
not already a subscriber, you might want to be thinking about that for 2022. In fact, you probably want to think
Oh,
about
okay.
that starting
I guess
today,
we missed
because
something.
the off-season starts
They're
Sunday.
oh, that's right. They're messing with the block so he can get his 1,000-footer.
And you're going to need Flow Racing to do
So
that.
they're getting that set up for the clocks for him, so he can make his. Excuse me, wrong part. So he can make his 1,000-foot run. They're down there setting the blocks up.
Anytime, 24/7, 365 on demand. FLORacing.com, the place to be. Go ahead and get your subscription taken care of today.
Thanks, Hemi Parts King. I'm going to change my YouTube channel to Frank's TV here at some point. I got to upload all this stuff from this year. A lot of people go watch it afterwards. I got to mention that.
Race crew here at Texas Motorplex, improvising with the request, getting that code put out there at the 1,000 foot so that the Porter-Tree timing system can time this car down the Toyota lane at 1,000 foot. Terry Totten runs NHRA Top Fuel. He is licensed to do that. He wants to cross over and run NHRA Fuel Funny Car as well. So he is going to make those 1,000-foot runs that are required in the licensing process. So we are stepping out, getting the cone put on the racetrack, getting the computer system such that it will record the appropriate times and speed at 1,000 feet, so that this can be a combination run, qualifying for the Chaos Field and a licensing run.
So he's going to keep running it, obviously. Here's their 1,000-footer right here. He's going to keep going.
So glad you decided to be a part of it.
Right there to the 1,000-foot, and then we'll see what he ends up running.
With us,
Probably has to be within, I don't know, maybe a 4-second pass of some kind for his license run if he has to run the 1,000-footer.
on this beautiful day,
I forgot how close they have to be to maybe a 4:30. Maybe they had to be within a half second. I thought of I don't know, the average NHRA qualifying rounds. I can't recall. It had to be within range of something.
Presented by Maurice Motorsports Insurance. ProThings.com is the website.
Or maybe you don't. Maybe you just how to get it down there
Jason Allen and his family
with his foot on it.
have been racing for decades. They have got the finest.
Okay, they got him up. We're going back to the start line.
Custom apparel. You want to make your crews look their very, very best?
Diane said
You
hello.
need to know Jason Allen at Pro Things and Custom
Patty's
Apparel.
so smiling.
The website is prothings.com. The number 909-581-4288.
Hey, Bob.
Custom designs to your exacting specifications, all available at the best price, guaranteed. Pro Things Custom Apparel. Give them a call.
Sounds pretty good.
The melodious roar of unnaturally aspirated American aluminum snorting mass quantities of CH3NO2 nitromethane fuel shout out to Mike Eubanks, my buddy who runs out there on the big show with the JFR team. The man who's all about the pop. See you soon, brother. Terry Totten comes to us from the great state of Nebraska. This Dodge Charger from the front car. He's going to take it down the racetrack to 2,000 feet as he is working on his licensing requirements to race NHRA fuel funny car. The sound lets you know that something big time just might happen. It's quick, it's fast, it's loud, it's crazy, it's a funny car. And it is Terry Totten trying out the Toyota lane as we are finishing up the first qualifying round for our championship finals of Funny Car Chaos. Terry Totten puts the car into the pre-stage. Go to the high side, move it a few inches further, and get ready.
Oh, spun the tires out there. Well, good. That means they're making enough power to get down. 540.
Well, from where I was sitting, it was a wild ride for Terry Totten. Those of you that can see it on the video know exactly what I'm saying. We saw both doors of the funny car. You're not supposed to see that when you're behind the car and it's going straight down the racetrack.
Oh, I guess I missed that.
Straight. It was true. It was actually really nice. A 952 60 foot, a 244 and a half track. A little bit after that, things got a little cattywampus down there. 5.40 seconds through the 1,000 foot. And a 380.
Oh, okay. I think I see a few alters down there, guys.
Second club in Funny Car Chaos qualifying. That will put him up near the front.
What are you up to?
Just doing this as usual. I don't recognize you with all this stuff on you. Took me a minute.
Here we go with
Good to see you, yeah.
Outlaw fuel alters. Getting ready to go down the racetrack. It looks like Lurch, the Psycho 2. And Donnie McSwain from Rockwall, Texas. He's going to be on the left side. Donnie had a chance to see the Lone Star Forces now off the
Hey, Jordan, I hope you guys are here. Got to see you guys move up today. Hey, Kevin.
Psycho 2. James Gilliman. Pilot. Oh, I'm sorry. I got it
Uh-oh.
wrong.
Stuck in. They're stuck.
The Showtime car.
There he goes.
Out of pits.
Yay.
Takes that right side lane. Donnie McSwain had that one right.
Got to fix that.
The wild one from Rockwall, Texas. Nitro car on the right side. Ethanol fuel car on the left side. Test runs here for our
Oh.
Lone Star.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about ready to hang up, thinking that was it.
Both of these gentlemen, long-time competitors in Lone Star Forklift, Outlaw Fuel Alternate Racing. Ribs go on with the ethanol fuel machine, the rider on the left side.
380, that was nice.
Therefore, recording no time.
Oh,
Donnie Massey off the throttle a little early.
alrighty.
Leaving an unfortunate.
Well, let's see what's happening here. I think that's it. I see two trucks, but I don't see anything behind them. Unless I'm losing it, but
Mopping action up there, so the 560 there.
I'm going to hang up so I can charge up and they said 4 o'clock, so
Not
whenever that is, it
necessarily
ain't going to be
wide open all the way
very
down the
long.
racetrack, so
I think it said it was.
Nitro card does record time. Ethanol fuel card leaves 2.
I'm going to hang out just for a minute to see what's going on. Hey, Yuti.
Turns on that.
Yuffie.
Hey,
Excuse me.
Third amber. And no time recorded.
All right. Well, there's an altered sitting there, it looks like, underneath in the shadows. Can't quite see it. I can see the injector.
Is going to be coming up on the Phil's trailer sales side of the racetrack. That is your left lane. Wesley Darter over on the right side of the racetrack. The bad mood rising. Testing their cars out. We on Saturday afternoon. Their qualifying comes on tonight. Under the lights. We will kick off at 7 o'clock at 30 South Gasser Super Stockers and Hot Rods. Then you'll see a bunch of these, like 16 of these. Outlaw fuel altereds. Making their first of 2 qualifying runs. You get a chance to see them run. Qualifying shot in the first round of eliminations tomorrow. Donald Chicago's round coming up later in the day.
Okay, so tomorrow they run is what he's saying. We're getting glare again, so
Star forklift.
there's one more after this. You can see him under the, he just pulled out.
Championship
And
finals.
See if I can keep him in this frame where I can't. The glare came back.
It's a good championship finals. To the wire.
Nice. Woo! And it gets hot quick when those stands get that glare on them. It heats right up. Whew.
Let's see, 372, 201 down the left side. You can tell that car was pulling hard.
One more car.
25 down the right side for Wesley Darter. I guess he's going to be pretty happy with that number. Methinks.
Wherever they went, I lost them. See if I can start line back. Sorta. All right, right there. Let's hold it there. We're off the track. It's like one more car. We'll hang it up for a bit. Be back at 4. Oh, they're sending the cart down. What's that for? Oh, they stopped right here in front of us at the just past the half track. If I can see anything in there, I can't quite tell what I'm looking at. Yeah, you can see he's out there doing something. Inspecting the track. Okay. Tennis shoes are squeaking good. Oop. Something just landed behind us. No, there it is again. Okay, there. Oh yeah, You can barely turn that thing around without tearing the front tires off it. It's a sticky son of a gun out there. I bet you they super glued their shoes on their feet. They're all wearing high tops or something. Keep them on your feet.
All right, race crew out there checking everything on the surface, making sure that we are good to go. We have a single run set to go down this right side of the racetrack. This is Rick Llewellyn. That was Jimmy Jones down the left side. Had my red altereds confused from this angle.
Whoops.
So as soon as the race crew has
They're gonna
us
drag the
good to
scraper
go on the racing surface, it'll be time for one more solo shot. Hey, funny cars, you know your second qualifier comes up at 4 o'clock. So it won't be long.
4 o'clock, won't be long. He'll just do that once because it looks like it's pretty good. That's what he's doing. They say go to 1,000, turn it around. Wonder how often they change the clutch in that tractor. It's dragging 4 slicks down there.
One of the things we have come to look forward to at each event on the Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour is the event shirt. Corey and Amanda and the team over at Fat Tires Apparel. This event is no exception. Looks like the same as
Thanks for hanging, guys. I was about ready to hang up, but I thought I'd at least get these next two cars in, next two alters.
Funny cars to the stage lanes for your second qualifying round, lane 6, 7, 8, and 9, please.
He's already calling them back in.
Performax Trailers is an industry leader and a one-stop shop for all your custom trailer needs, parts, interiors, and cabinets, and more. From sit-ons to goosenecks, stacker trailer designs, Ronnie Young and the team at Performax Trailers can get you towing in style. Give them a call at 972-442-3527, or you can visit their website, www.performaxtrailers.net, to find out more. Funny Car Chaos would like to say thank you to Ronnie Young and the Blue Max team for their support of Chaos with the Entertainer of the Race bonus. Added incentive for our Funny Car competitors to show up and show out, and man, do they ever. That is rewarded by the Entertainer of the Race bonus presented by Blue Max Racing. So all clear on the racetrack and ready to go with the Outlaw fuel altered of Rick Llewellyn out of Lake Dallas, Texas. Is lit, and we have one more test run for our Lone Star forklift Outlaw fuel alters. This Rick Llewellyn. We may have one more to go. Yep, yes we do. Anthony Whitfield, Mighty Mouse. Got to see him come up for a single down that left side lane. Lone Star forklift Outlaw fuel alters association competing in their final next weekend, along with Still Famous Services Funny Car Chaos. Number 1 and number 2 in points, separated by just a little bit. It is down to the last race of the year, which is now to become the core of the Lone Star Outlaw Fuel Alters Association racing. If you get a chance to watch them when they come near your town, make sure that you take that in. The racing outstanding. Cars incredibly quick, exciting to watch. Over 25 years they've been doing it. Lone Star Forklift Outlaw Fuel Alters Association. Making a few test runs before it counts tonight at 7 o'clock. Rick Llewellyn brings that altered up towards the starting line. Into the pre-stage they go.
Okay. Just a little shut-off run.
On the test run, sometimes they're looking for 60, sometimes they're looking for half track. Not necessarily looking for a test run to rotate the earth. And so Llewellyn goes through the racetrack down the racetrack.
One more.
4.82 seconds to half track. 4:53 on a shut-off run at 122 miles an hour. And we'll get the all clear on the top end of the racetrack here momentarily, and we'll send the Mighty Mouse nitro-fueled small block Chevy fuel altered down the Fields Trailer Sales Lane. This team out of Elk City, Kansas. Running in Funny Car Chaos, running in Nitro Chaos, and this weekend running in Outlaw fuel alters. Past winner in the World Fuel Alter Nationals. There you go, Iowa. Nitro fueled small block Chevy. One of the trademarks of this team is they know how to go A to B. This run, they may be just thinking they're 60 miles, maybe 330. They may run it all the way through. We'll see. It'll be fun to watch as this very popular small block Chevy powered nitro.
Here he goes. Hard to see him. All right, you guys.
385.5 miles an hour.
Nice run, 380. They got to run 380. They got a doggone index, so he's right on the number. So good for them, and I will be back not very long from now. I'll see you guys in a few.
255 if you're looking